Hi there, this is Chris with Connect.ca Realty. In this video, I want to provide a quick breakdown for one of the buildings available under the CMHC MLI Select Investment Program. This will be for a 10-unit building in Edmonton, Alberta. That will contain 5 one-bedroom units as well as 5 three-bedroom units. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, what's really nice about buying from a larger builder is that you do have additional incentives that are bundled into the purchase, which does really make it that much more attractive from an investment point of view. So while I will not touch on every single one of these points, I will highlight a few that, again, just really stand out and it makes this offering very attractive. First and foremost is that you only receive the building when it's in a tenanted and stabilized state, meaning that you will not receive the building until the rents that are being generated within would cover all the carrying costs associated with the building itself. Now, that's nice because one question that people tend to have is, what kind of upfront costs am I going to have once I receive the building? Like, what's my out-of-pocket expenses going to be? Well, in this scenario, with these incentives, your cost would be zero because you're only receiving the building once the rents being generated would cover all carrying costs associated with the property itself. There's also a price match guarantee, which essentially means that if the building is appraised at a lower value upon completion, the builder will lower your purchase price down to that appraised value. There's also fixed prices. So if the cost to construct increase over time between now and when it's delivered in middle of 2026, that has zero bearing on your purchase price. But what you pay initially is all that you're paying. There's no escalation on those costs at all. Now, beyond that, you do also have access to in-house property management services. There's $0 mortgage broker fees if you use the builder's preferred broker. And there's also an appliance package included with the building itself. So this does make it a very turnkey investment. There's nothing to worry about, especially with the management services. Everything's taken care of for you, and you just basically receive the rental income, and that's about it. Now, in this page, it will go over some really key location information. Again, I'm not going to go over every single one of these details, but from an overall investment point of view, it does go over, of course, the population growth and housing demand for the region. So with this particular area, which is Leduc in Edmonton, you do see about 15.7% growth over the past 5 years. It does have a very large young working population, which is only increasing. Household average incomes around $117,000, and you do have a very low vacancy rate of 0.8%. So with a low vacancy rate, that is, very crucial from a investment point of view, because with that low vacancy rate, it means that there's high demand for properties, which will only add to the appreciation rate as well as your rental returns being generated over time. So yeah, having that very low vacancy rate is definitely very good highlight for the region itself. Now we can go into a bit of project details here. So as we discussed, it's a 10-unit building in Edmonton, Alberta. That'll contain 5 one-bedroom as well as 5 three-bedroom units. It'll be completed in middle of 2026, and it's being built by Sear Homes, which again is a large builder in the area. Now, in terms of financials, you will have 2 options. So you can have option A, which requires a 7% down payment, or option B, which would be a 10% down payment. So you can go with either one of these 2 options, whichever one better fits your investment goals and what you're looking to spend on the property. But as you can see, it breaks down your net worth, which would be, you'd have to have a net worth of $706,250 in order to buy the property. And then the cash flow in year 1 will be about $20,000 under option A, compared to $24,000 in option B. So beyond that, we can touch on a bit of the details for the location. So as you can see, the building itself will be located in fairly close proximity to the Edmonton International Airport. It's located in a very attractive residential neighborhood that, again, is close to lots of very high in demand and well-paying employment. Further in the package here, you have a breakdown for the building itself, so you can see the technical specifications of each of the units. So again, won't go into details with these, but you can see exactly how the building breaks down. Here goes over the 3 bedrooms. And then over here is a bit of a breakdown of the requirements and the next steps. So again, with this particular building, the purchase price is $2,825,000. You can do either the 7% or 10% deposit. you need a net worth of $706,250, which is that 25% requirement for the net worth component. And liquidity, 10%, would equate to about $282,500. And as you scroll down here, it will just break down the whole process how it unfolds. So again, it's a very, very structured process when you're buying a CMHC product. We get the lawyers involved, the lenders involved. That way you can really speak with them to make sure that you meet the qualifications that are required. And that, of course, at the end of the day, the product itself meets your goals as a investment property. With this one, you do have a 14-day due diligence period. So even after you put down that initial deposit of 2.5%, you're not locked into the purchase. You have 14 full days to really engage and make sure that it is the right type of product for you. If you did have to cancel during that period, you would receive that deposit back in full. So again, this page just breaks down the whole process, how it unfolds, and we're here to really assist you throughout the whole process. So yeah, it's a quick breakdown of one of the options available under the CMHC MLI Select program. If you have any questions about this, would like to further or deeper walkthrough of the building or any of the offerings, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to schedule a video call with you and really go over it in greater depth. Until next time, have a great day. Bye for now.